Now, the dangerous situation still playing out along the coast after being hit hard, and residents still dealing with flooding, down trees, and down power lines. Our Brittany Edney has been riding out this storm on the coast. She joins us now in Baldwin County. Brittany, you left Mobile this morning and you're headed for Orange Beach. What have you seen? Oh my goodness, I see what you're seeing.
Yeah, Karen, and let me tell you, with around 3 feet of rainfall, it really created just prime conditions for a lot of uprooted trees. That's because there was this consistent heavy rainfall on their root system. And so when you're going along some of these side streets, even main highways, you're going to see a lot of down trees like this one right here, even coming on the power lines. And that's why the east side of 59 is still without power. The west side has recovered a little bit, but a lot of the residents have been out early this morning starting to clean up. This gentleman over here already kind of creating a small pile of trees and in his yard, in his neighborhood. So we're seeing everyone kind of get at this very early trying to clean. Karen?
Well, Brittany, you pulled over. Let me just explain to people. You had to pull over to the side of the road just to get this live shot on because you said traffic has been a mess heading to Orange Beach.
Yeah, we're right off of one of the highways right now heading to Orange Beach, like you mentioned, Karen. And on the way here, we were stuck in about an hour's worth of traffic. And that is because it is a free-for-all out there for gas. Not only do people need to fill up their vehicles, but also their generators and any, heavy-duty equipment that they're using for these cleanup efforts. I can also tell you that on the side of the road, we saw one company out there selling generators. There was a line for that. And while most stores are still closed, including the gas stations, we did see some farmers markets and various fruit and vegetable stalls that have been opened locally by some of the farmers out here. So they're kind of providing some fresh food instead of just your other options, which might be a bag of Cheetos or something from the gas station. So a lot of help out here today, Karen.
Jennifer Edney and your photojournalist, both of them, Steve Franklin and Richard Breeden, you guys have done an amazing job. Thank you so much for that.
And we are in storm mode. The worst has moved out, thankfully. You can see those outer bands. This is what moved through overnight and early this morning. That brought us those 2 to 6 inches of rain across North Georgia. The strongest part of the system, or at least the heaviest rain, has moved out. But look what it's left behind. Each one of these green boxes are flood warnings for area creeks and streams, including the Chattahoochee River. We've got Big Creek, Peachtree Creek, and most of Fulton County, Cobb County, Gwinnett County, as we had into Clayton County, all affected by flooding from all the rain we had overnight. And we're still seeing a few light showers across northern Fulton County into Gwinnett County, although most of the rain now in northeastern Georgia. But things will improve as we head from here on out. And although we're not going to see much rain from here on out, it is going to stay pretty breezy. Here's a look at Hartselle-Jackson International, and you see the cameras kind of shaking in the wind. Right now, we are seeing those winds pick up here at 21 miles an hour, and those are sustained winds. We did have a gust of about 31 miles an hour in the last hour. And this is the look at the rainfall at the airport since midnight. So this is just since midnight. We had more than 3 inches of rain. You combine that with what we had yesterday, and we did see more than 4 inches at the airport. Winds right now anywhere between 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts higher than that. And it is going to stay pretty breezy for today. In fact, wind gusts this afternoon dying down a little bit here. The worst has passed, but still a little bit of a breeze, at least as we head through the rest of today. So here's a look at those showers, couple little showers for today. Again, nothing compared to what we already saw this morning, and things will eventually here start to dry out. For today, 73 is the high. Will be breezy and cool with those winds out of the northeast. And we do have big changes ahead, and we need them because, Fred, we had a lot of rain.
Yeah, we do need them. Boy, we've had a lot of rain. That's the story of 2020. Now, after today and yesterday's storm, we're up to 4.5 inches of rain at Hartsfield-Jackson in September. That is about the normal for the entire month. And for this year now, we're at 52 plus inches of rain, or more than 16 inches above normal. To put that in perspective, if we don't get one more drop of rain for the rest of this year, we will still end with a 2 to 3 inch surplus in Atlanta. That's how much rain we have seen so far this year. Now, thankfully, there's not much rain coming our way in the coming days. A lot of clouds on Friday. Cannot rule out a spotty late day shower, and plenty of clouds still in the forecast. Kind of stubborn on Saturday. It's going going to be cool and breezy on Saturday. We have high pressure sliding down the Appalachians, providing us with dry weather into early next week. Meanwhile, there's Teddy out there in the Atlantic Ocean, and you see that L on the left side of the screen? Well, that could be another tropical system developing in the Gulf of Mexico, and by late next week, that could be one to watch for Louisiana and eventually here in the southeast. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, though, a fairly quiet stretch for us. 78 tomorrow, low 70s Saturday and Sunday, and some cool nights, Rodney, coming our way early next week as we're looking at temperatures getting down into the low to mid 50s. Rodney's been tracking the traffic all morning long. What's the latest on the alert?
All right, Fred, our breaking traffic alert continues in Cherokee County. This was from earlier this morning. A tree power lines down on that vehicle, Lower Bethany Road, just north of 575. Just a heads up if you're traveling through that part of Cherokee County. Also back into Atlanta, this is the connector southbound around William Street. You can see a GSP vehicle just arrived at the scene here of this crash involving this box truck. So a heads up as you go southbound into downtown Atlanta. We also have CBS46's Izmir Payton, who is in the weather lab this afternoon, and he has been tracking what's been a little bit of rain. Izmir, things are definitely better than this morning, but still, how are the roads where you are?
Yeah, good afternoon, Rodney. Definitely better than this morning, but still very slick and slippery conditions out here on the road, especially in your far left and your far right lanes where water is still collecting on the edge of the roadways here. I'm on 20 eastbound headed towards downtown, just trying to get a look at everything that's going on. I can tell you it's a good thing that traffic has definitely died down a little bit because conditions earlier were not pretty. But that's a quick look from the roads, Rodney. I tell everyone to please take it slow and be cautious. Back to you.
All right, Izmir in the weather lab. Back to you, Karen.
All right, thank you so much. Here's what's coming up tonight for you guys on CBS 46. At 8, it's Big Brother, followed by Love Island, and then don't go to sleep before getting Atlanta's most accurate forecast, CBS 46 News at 11.
Tonight's primetime lineup is brought to you by West Shore Home, Atlanta's one-day bath remodeler.
Welcome back. Here's a check of your coronavirus headlines right now. Georgia on pace to hit 300,000 coronavirus cases today. There were 2,200 new cases reported in the past 24 hours. Now there are more than 299,000 cases statewide. More than 6,400 Georgians have died. And the coronavirus, of course, affecting jobs. New jobless numbers released today show 860,000 Americans filing for first-time unemployment benefits last week, down just slightly from the prior week's level before the pandemic hit the economy. The number signing up for jobless aid never exceeded 700,000 in a week, even during the 2007-2009 Great Recession. Well, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms says the city could move to phase 3 of her reopening plan by September 24th, but that's only if cases continue to go down. The city actually entering phase 2 last week. Here's a live look outside right now. The water's unbelievable. This is in the Buckhead area, Nancy Creek. We're back with another update for you on the remnants of Sally and the impact here in Georgia.
Okay.
All right, here's another look at local flooding. Remnants of Hurricane Sally, now down to a tropical depression, or just even all this flooding. This is as crews have shut down Windsor Parkway because a part of Nancy Creek there began overflowing its banks. This is Sandy Springs area. Jennifer, what can we expect later today?
Yeah, thankfully the worst is over. The heaviest rain now over the Carolinas. We're still going to see a little bit of residual rain, a few light showers, but really that is all we're seeing right now. But those flood warnings remain for those creeks and streams. Again, remember, they continue to rise even after the rain ends. It is creating a mess on the roads, right, Rodney?
Yeah, it is indeed, Jen. We are on the connector here southbound. Right around Williams Street, you can still see a presence there with some emergency vehicles. We'll keep you up to date on this, Karen, throughout the afternoon.
All right, thank you. And thank you for joining us for CBS 46 News at noon. We're going to keep an eye on the situation all over town, and we will have updates on our free streaming CBS 46 app. And see you back here at 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is your CBS 46 News Update, brought to you by West Shore Home.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez. The good news is the worst of Sally has now moved to our east, and that includes the severe weather threat and those very heavy downpours. Most of us saw anywhere between 2 inches of rain in northwest Georgia to more than 4 inches of rain across the metro area, and that's caused flooding around area creeks and streams and rivers, including the Chattahoochee River. The heaviest rain now over South Carolina and North Carolina. We're still seeing a couple light sprinkles, so that will continue today. We're not 100% over as far as the rain is concerned, but at least the heavy rain is over. It will be cloudy today and it will be breezy as what's left of Sally continues to move on out of here. After that, just low rain chances for the next couple of days. For today, low 70s for temperatures. It will remain cloudy and breezy and cool with that chance of rain being light through the afternoon. Then big changes ahead, and these are changes we want to see because those rain chances go way down and we need that. Only a 20% chance of rain Friday and Saturday. Saturday will be dreary and chilly, at least for this time of year. And then we get a nice long stretch of dry days with no rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
This has been your personal news update from CBS 46 News, brought to you by West Shore Home, Atlanta's one-day bath